A dense fog enveloped Ravenwood Hollow, a secluded Yorkshire hamlet, its crooked cottages swallowed by the shadows of 2024. A whisper of dread permeated the air, centered on a chilling phenomenon, the room that exists only at night. This terror originated with Eleanor Grayson, an 18th century governess whose spectral presence haunted a room that appeared only at midnight. The story begins with Clara Evans, a 33-year-old librarian who entered the room last month. 3 days later, she returned home, eyes vacant, and drowned her husband and son in the bathtub before disappearing. "It called me," she'd murmured. The village shuddered, for this was the third such horror in weeks. Jasper Reed, a 36-year-old paranormal investigator with a thriving YouTube channel. Horror Story had long chased the inexplicable. His eerie investigations had built a dedicated following, and he'd convinced his friend Leo Harper, a 34-year-old sound engineer, to join him. "This could be legendary for Horror Story," Jasper said, setting up his equipment in their rented cottage, its doors locked against the night. Leo adjusted his recorder wary, or another flop like that haunted forest. But the shaky video of Clara's rampage, water-streaked and frantic, changed his mind. 3 days then they kill, Jasper noted, charting a pattern. 5 missing, 3 returned as killers. 2 still lost, Clara Evans and Thomas Ward. Curse traced to 1789, when Eleanor Grayson, the 29-year-old governess, served the wealthy Ashwood family, accused of poisoning their children. She was imprisoned in the cellar, where she struck a pact with a shadowy entity to escape, vanishing thereafter. Her dying vow to drag others into her torment fueled the legend. The room appears at midnight, luring a jar of fate, or mystery. Those who enter never return. Jasper and Leo arrived in Ravenwood Hollow as dusk deepened, the hamlet cloaked in mist. "Lights out, let's record for Horror Story," Jasper whispered, his voice firm despite the cold. Leo set up the gear. "Feels like we're being watched." They chose a cottage with a history of sightings, its walls creaking. At 11:55 p.m., Jasper stood by a wall where the room was said to form, camera rolling. "We'll catch it." At midnight, a door materialized, its frame glowing green. Inside, Eleanor, in a tattered gown, her face gaunt, beckoned. "Come to me," she rasped. Jasper froze, the camera capturing her image. Leo pulled him back. "Don't go." The door vanished, leaving a chill. "Did you get that?" Jasper gasped, reviewing the footage. Eleanor's face was stark, her gaze piercing. Comments on Horror Story poured in, flee, but Jasper felt drawn. "We need to check Thomas's family, they're next." Thomas Ward, a 40-year-old blacksmith, had vanished 2 days ago. His sister, Martha, met them at her home, voice trembling. He entered the room, said it promised peace. Now he's gone. Jasper vowed to help. Martha recalled Thomas's last call. "A woman's waiting." Jasper's pulse raced. Eleanor. Ravenwood Hollow buzzed with fear. "The room takes them 3 days, then they kill," a farmer muttered. Jasper researched the 1789 pact, Eleanor's disappearance, the Ashwood silence, and a ledger hinting at a sealed cellar. "She wants her freedom back," Leo theorized. The journey loomed large. The hamlet's recent horrors painted a grim picture. Clara Evans's rampage had turned her home into a watery grave, her bathtub overflowing with blood. Neighbors spoke of her return stalkery, muttering about a dark hall before the screams began. 2 days later, Robert Lane, a 31-year-old teacher, followed suit, to study a massacre with a hammer. He said Eleanor needed him, a friend recalled. The third, Sarah Dunn, a 35-year-old nurse, poisoned her parents with laudanum. Her final words, "She's here." Each had entered the room at midnight, their absences lasting 3 days before their deadly returns. Jasper interviewed Martha about Thomas. He'd been restless since the forge burned last year, Martha said. That night, he texted me at 11:58. The room's open. Then nothing. The pattern held. A lure, a disappearance, a murderous return. Michael Cole, a 38-year-old shepherd, remained missing, his cloak found near the cottage. He went in too. His wife sobbed. The village elders recounted Eleanor's tale, her spirit tied to the Ashwood cellar where the pact was made. She seeks souls to serve her entity, Mr. Pike said, his voice grave. Jasper and Leo scoured records, finding a 1789 estate log of Eleanor's imprisonment marked cursed. A sketch showed her in the cellar, candle in hand, sealing the pack. She's bound by a ritual, Jasper deduced. That night, they set up cameras at Martha's house, awaiting midnight. At the stroke of the hour, a door glowed on the wall, and Eleanor's figure loomed inside. There, Leo pointed. Her voice whispered, "Your place." The door opened, and Thomas's shadow flickered within. "She's back," Jasper said, heart pounding. The feed cut, leaving them in silence, determined to confront Eleanor. Jasper and Leo returned to their cottage, rigging it with motion sensors. "We'll enter the room at midnight," Jasper insisted. Leo protested. "This is madness." But at 11:55 p.m., the sensors beeped. Jasper approached the glowing door, camera rolling for HS horror story. "Let's see her." At midnight, Eleanor appeared, her gown shredded, eyes boring into his. "Your soul," she hissed. A vision hit Jasper in the center, Eleanor running in. To the entity, he staggered, the floor tilted. Leo dragged him out, but the door slammed, the room vanishing. Eleanor's form materialized, her candle flickering. "Serve my master," she wailed. The cottage shook, shadows of chains forming. Leo threw salt, but it passed through. "Run," he yelled. They fled to the moors, Eleanor's laughter following. At dawn, Jasper's wrist bore a green scar burning. "She's marking me," he groaned. The footage showed Eleanor's assault, earning views on HS Horror Story. "Get out!" Jasper felt her pull intensify. "We need to find that cellar." That night, Thomas returned to Martha's house, eyes vacant, a hammer in hand. "The family," he shrieked. Jasper and Leo arrived, tackling him as he swung at Martha. "It's not him!" Jasper cried. Eleanor's voice echoed through Thomas. "They betrayed me, now I take theirs." The struggle dragged on, Thomas collapsing as dawn broke, freed but broken. "She's stronger," Leo said. The village reported more doors, the curse. Spreading, Jasper's research led to the Ashwood cellar, a mile from the hamlet. Locals avoided it, claiming it pulsed at midnight. Mr. Pike revealed a dark truth. The Ashwood patriarch, Richard Grayson, Eleanor's father, had bound her spirit with a blood ritual after her pact, using the cellar to trap her vengeance. He feared her entity's wrath, he admitted. A hidden ledger found in the church crypt detailed the rite, Eleanor's blood mixed with wax, her spirit tethered to the room. "We need to break it," Jasper said. The cellar, moss-covered and damp, bore faded runes on its walls. At dusk, they explored, finding a sealed vault with Eleanor's candle, inscribed with her name. "This is the key," Leo said. A vision hit Jasper his. Great-grandfather, a Grayson at the ritual, finding Eleanor. "I'm tied to this," he realized. The ground trembled, Eleanor's voice rising. "You can't undo me." They fled, the candle's weight a burden. Jasper contacted his local sage. The binding requires her candle returned. Wax and a confession, more explained. They planned a midnight ritual at the cellar. That night, Michael Cole returned, eyes black, wielding a staff. "The family," he roared. Jasper and Leo intercepted him at his wife's home, subduing him as more asked the Graysons. Sin, more demanded. Jasper, shaking, recited the pact cover-up. The cellar flooded with mist, wax melted, and Eleanor's scream pierced the air. Michael collapsed, freed, but her presence lingered. The ritual weakened Eleanor, her form fading. As the candle sank into the earth, Jasper, scarred but alive, vowed to monitor Ravenwood Hollow. The curse is lifted, but her entity remains, more warned. The village breathed easier, yet nights brought unease. Tune in for more every day on HS Horror Story. Subscribe and share.